There's this really incredible idea floating around about completely reframing how we look at the food on our plate.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Go on.
It's this concept of viewing food through the lens of nourishment, not as a reward, not as a punishment, not as just, a social thing, but fundamentally as fuel.
Right. So it's about shifting your entire mindset?
Exactly. It's about asking, how is this going to make my body feel? How is this going to support my health? Instead of just, does this taste good? Or am I allowed to eat this?
That feels like a huge mental hurdle for a lot of people. We're so trained to think of foods as good or bad.
Oh, totally. And this approach says, let's just throw that whole idea out. It's not about good versus bad. It's about what's more nutrient dense.
Nutrient dense. Okay, that's a term we hear a lot. What does that actually mean in practice?
It means getting the most bang for your calorie buck. Think about it. A handful of almonds versus a handful of,
Yeah.
say, sugary cereal. They might have similar calories, but the almonds are packed with healthy fats, protein, vitamins. The cereal is, well, it's mostly empty calories.
Right? One is premium fuel and the other is not.
Exactly. It's like you're building a house. You want to use strong bricks and solid wood, not styrofoam. That's what this whole philosophy is about. Building a better you with better materials.
I love that. So if we're building this house, what are the foundational bricks? Where do we start?
You start with the basics, which is chapter 1 of this whole guide, Understanding Nutrition. And it really breaks it down into the big three macronutrients.
Carbs, proteins, and fats, the classic trio.
Yep, and it's all about balance. Carbohydrates are your primary energy source, especially the complex ones from whole grains and veggies. They give you that steady fuel.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then you have proteins. The book calls them the building blocks of life, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Therefore, repairing tissue for your immune system. You find them in meat, fish, but also in legumes and nuts.
And then there's fat. I feel like fat has been the villain for so long. The whole low fat craze of the 90s, you know?
Exactly. And we're finally moving past that. The key, as the book points out, is that not all fats are created equal. You've got the good guys, the unsaturated fats in avocados, nuts, olive oil. They're vital.
And then the bad guys?
The trans fats in processed foods. Those are the ones to avoid. Saturated fats from animal products, you just want to have those in moderation. It's about being smart with your choices, not eliminating an entire macronutrient.
So it's not just about the big three, right? What about all the other stuff?
That's where micronutrients come in. Vitamins and minerals. They're the tiny little workers doing all the essential jobs in the background. Vitamin A for your vision, vitamin C for your immune system, calcium for your bones.
And you get those from eating a variety of foods?
Precisely. That's where the idea of eating the rainbow comes from. Different colors in fruits and vegetables signal different micronutrient profiles. The more colors on your plate, the wider the range of nutrients you're getting.
I like that visual. It's an easy way to think about it. But does how you cook it matter? Like, can you cook all the good stuff out?
Oh, absolutely. The book has a whole section on it. Steaming, for example, is fantastic because it preserves nutrients that you might lose if you were, say, boiling your vegetables and then pouring the water down the drain.
You're literally pouring the vitamins away.
Exactly. So knowing these little techniques can make a huge difference.
Okay, so I understand the what, the macros, the micros. But what about the how? Like, when I'm standing in the grocery store, how do I actually choose the right ingredients?
That's the next step. And the core principle is simple. Prioritize whole foods.
Foods that are whole?
Haha, yeah, basically. Foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. An apple instead of apple juice. A chicken breast
Got it.
instead of a chicken nugget. They're not processed. They don't have a long list of weird ingredients.
Because all those nutrients work together, right? It's not just the vitamin C in the apple, it's the fiber and everything else.
You nailed it. It's called food synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And a great way to get the best whole foods is by choosing seasonal produce.
Ah, because it's fresher. I swear, a tomato in August tastes a million times better than one in February.
It's not just your imagination, it's harvested at its peak, so it's more flavorful and often more nutritious. Plus, it's usually cheaper because it's abundant and doesn't have to travel as far. It's a win win win.
Okay, but this brings up the big question, the elephant in the produce aisle, organic versus conventional. Do I have to buy everything organic? It gets so expensive.
That is the $1 million question, and the book has a really balanced take on it. The main benefit of organic is reduced exposure to synthetic pesticides.
Which sounds good.
It is, but the book is also clear that the nutritional differences are often minimal. The most important thing, by far, is just eating more fruits and vegetables, period.
But hold on. If pesticides are a concern, are you saying it doesn't matter?
No, not at all. It's about being strategic. If you're on a budget, you can use guides like the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15. You prioritize buying organic for the produce that tends to have the highest pesticide residues, like strawberries or spinach.
And for things with thick skins, you peel anyway, like avocados or onions.
Conventional is often a perfectly fine, cost effective choice. The book's message isn't that you must buy organic, it's that you should make informed choices. The benefit of eating a conventional apple far, far outweighs the risk of not eating an apple at all.
That's actually really freeing to hear. It feels less intimidating.
That's the whole point. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking small steps, like trying one new vegetable a week, or learning how to read a food label properly.
Reading food labels feels like it requires a PhD sometimes.
I know, right? But a simple trick is just to look at the ingredients list. Is it short? Can you pronounce everything? Is a whole food the first ingredient? That tells you a lot.
So it all comes back to that first idea. It's a journey, a mindset shift.
Exactly. It's about building a better relationship with food, one nourishing meal at a time. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And it's one that's designed to make you feel more vibrant and energized.
I feel like I'm going to look at my next trip to the grocery store completely differently, more like an adventure.
That's the spirit. It's a culinary adventure that starts in the shopping cart and ends with a healthier, happier you.